1 2 1 2. That's weird. 1 2 1 2. One, two, 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. One, two, 1 2. That is weird. I don't know if you guys can hear me or not. I mean, my mic audio seems to be bouncing around. Hey, Laura, how you doing? I can't hear myself in my headphones for some reason though, but I can. It plays and then it goes away. It's really weird. Hey guys, so you can hear me, Laura? Is there any echo, Laura, or anything like that? And the video looks okay as well? You're good? Okay. Awesome. Sweet. Hey, Izzy. Hey, Tucker. How you guys doing? Guys, just quickly while we're waiting for some more people to get in here, I just want to also welcome everyone to this stream. If you're watching this after the fact, welcome to the channel. And if you're new to the channel, consider subscribing and joining the family and all that cool stuff. So, but I've got some really cool announcements and things today. It's going to be really, really fun as well. Also, I'll put a link after that. I'm good, Izzy. I'm really good. I'm just trying to, you know, get through all the madness like everyone else. I think it's just a crazy time for everybody right now. And yeah, you know, just doing the best that you can. That's all you really can do, I guess. But causes a lot of headaches, doesn't it? Having to think about every single thing you do at the moment. You know, you got to be super careful of everything and washing your hands and everything. You know, just over the top, having to be cautious. It's a bit unnatural to have to feel always on alert like that. But hey, how about you, Izzy? How are you? What's your discussion topic, Laura? What's your discussion topic? Sorry we missed that, by the way. And I also apologize, guys. I this is later than I wanted to go. I was gonna go earlier, but that being said, this channel is literally a 24-hour channel. I mean, we've got people from around the world. So I'm pretty safe with any time I go online. There's always going to be someone in some time zone somewhere that is going to, you know, join us and have fun. So, but I've been a Queen fan since 1975. Oh, okay, cool. What's your discussion topic, Laura, that you wanted to talk about? How do people feel about Qual? Who is that, a group? Sorry, I'm actually feeling like I'm totally out the loop here. Is that a different group, like an old school group as well, or something, Laura? Good, thanks. I know what you mean. I work in a nursing home. Have to be extra careful with our residents. Yeah, Izzy. That is crazy right now. I totally feel for you. Like I know a couple other people who've told me that they're working in nursing homes and stuff right now as well. And gosh, so much stress and pressure I can imagine you're under, because not only do you have to be mindful of your own health and stuff, but you've got these other people who are allegedly more susceptible to this disease, that this virus going around, and that you got to be worried whether or not, any of your actions or lack thereof could infect them. I can understand it would be very stressful for you. So my heart goes out to you and anyone who's out there right now in the healthcare industry, helping people and doing all of that. That is such a beautiful thing. And like, thank you for your contribution, because that is huge. That is so huge what you guys are doing. And yeah, hopefully this thing will end soon. It's like, I just still every day find it hard to believe that we're experiencing this. It's absolutely crazy. So Queen stands, so Qual, I don't even know how to say that, but Queen plus Adam Lambert, Laura. Okay, so I've got that here. So that's a good one for you guys who is wondering what QAL stood for. That's Queen and Adam Lambert. That's a good question. Guys, why don't you guys go ahead and chime in? Hey, Nora's come in, Tucker's come in, Ken's come in. Finally got through, Ken. That's awesome. Good to hear. Tucker, welcome as well. Nora, it's good to see you again. Nora, I answered those messages for you on Patreon. So go check those out if you haven't already. That's happened. That was part of the reason why I took longer to get the stream going, because I wanted to answer. I told you in our when we was in that other premiere that I would do it after that. So I wanted to make sure I did that for you. So all done. That's a good question there. Guys, why don't you guys chime in about that? Because this is one of those ones, I know everyone is so divided on this topic here. There's so many people who feel differently about that. You've got your diehard Queen fans who say it's just not Queen if Adam Lambert is there. It's not the same thing. Queen is Queen, and if you don't have all the members of Queen, it's not Queen, which is a fair statement. It's hard to recreate that same energy, obviously, if you don't have the original and the same energies there, but then you have the others who say, but, two of the, band members are there, and, through no fault of their own, they want to continue spreading Queen's music and their story and their energy and doing what they do, helping to still make Queen fans happy, because there's so many of you guys out there. And some people even say that Freddie himself would have probably loved Adam and would have been really happy to have him, being there and continuing on with the Queen, music and journey that they've been on for so many years. I think it's one of those really tricky questions. I don't know if there's a I don't know, man. I don't know. I think a lot of people will always stay divided on this one. Laura, it's a good question. I've heard both sides. I've heard so many arguments in the comments. You've got people who will literally told me, said, don't you do any Queen with freaking Adam. Don't do it. It's not Queen. Don't do it at all. Like, I've had that strong sentiment happen. And then I had some people say, hey, it's still Queen, man. Like, it's still cool, like, so I personally, that's why I started, just so you guys know, okay, the method to the madness of having multiple channels and having, like, we technically at the moment have 3 like mainly Queen channels, you know what I mean? 2 are definitely 100% Queen. You will only have Queen on them, which is obviously the Queen Army channel and the Queen Show channel. Off Tap Life is technically, at the moment, obviously, we're doing tons of Queen on there. That's the channel that started all the Queen stuff, and we launched it there. So yeah, that's like kind of like the Queen channel kind of per se at the moment as well, or an outlet for Queen stuff as well. But that being said, that channel technically isn't exclusive to Queen content, as you guys have probably started to see. From time to time, I do post other things on there. I've been doing some things I find that I think you guys would be interested in, like reaction videos and why I do them the way I do, or the pauses and stuff like that, or the truth about YouTubers doing reaction videos. You guys have seen those posts lately, those videos. I've done a mukbang, but I infused it with Queen. But it was, it was meant to also be like a mukbang to cater to those people who used to enjoy me doing mukbangs on my channels. The problem I have at the moment with my channels is I've basically made my two main channels that were never meant to ever be reaction channels by themselves, like dedicated reaction channels for music. And they were variety channels, like vlogs and mukbangs and all kinds of stuff, like variety skits and just whatever I wanted to do. And both of those channels now have just suddenly become nothing but reaction videos. And so I got to fix that, because I find I have no outlet. Like, I'm trying to create all my channels to be niche channels, but which is great. I've got all these other niche channels. And now we've got two Queen niche channels. So that being said, like, I think it's okay for me to kind of diversify a little bit on at least one of my main channels, where I can kind of slot in a few different videos, in conjunction with a lot of Queen content as well, kind of have a little happy medium on that channel, just so I can get some of this other stuff out as well that I want to put out. I don't have anywhere to put it now, really. And that sounds funny, I know, because I have 25 channels, but there's a method to the madness. They're niche channels. And if you look in the history of my channels, my Off Tap Life channel and the Faith Chase channel, you will see that there was a period of time where I just suddenly started doing all these reactions. But prior to that, I might have did a reaction video here or there, but it wasn't my day-to-day like it's become. So I would like to find a little bit of even if it's just like, if we were looking at a percentage, where I'm still able to put at least, 20, 30% of some other stuff, along with reaction videos on my main channels, and then just keep the dedicated Queen channels to having 100% Queen. I think that's fair, right, guys? Like, that'd be okay, right? But I definitely need, this is like my main channel. This is, you guys probably could tell I've got Off Tap Life plastered everywhere and on every video. So you probably figured that out, that this is obviously one of my main brands that I'm pushing. So yeah, I kind of want to find that balance, that happy place, the happy medium. But let me know what you guys think as well in regards to that. Laura is a travel agent. Got Furloft Friday. What does Furloft mean? Why do I not know this word? I have never even seen that word. I feel silly. Is this a word I should know? Furloft. I'm Googling it right now. Furloft. What does that mean? What does furloughed mean? Past tense, furloughed. Grant leave of absence to furloughed workers. Oh. So it's a work thing. Sorry to hear that. Is that a negative then? You got laid off? Is that kind of what that means, Laura? I'm sorry to hear that if that's the case. It's happening everywhere. A lot of people are losing jobs, and it's just crazy. This is just the most insane stuff that's going on around the world right now. Hi, Faith kind of finally got through. Hey, Ken, welcome. Glad you got through, was able to get through. What else have I missed? Let's see here. I'm trying to catch up, guys. Sorry about that. Just started talking, went on a tangent, which I guess I'm supposed to do. I'm talking in the stream. If I don't talk, who's going to talk? Let's see. Okay, Tucker asked, here's Tucker's question here. Have you ever heard of 3 days grace or avenge sevenfold? And of not, you should react. That's probably meant if not, you should react to animal. I have become by 3 Days Grace and So Far Away by Avenged Sevenfold. Well, Tucker, I have actually heard of Avenged Sevenfold for sure. Definitely heard of them and definitely going to react to some of their stuff. Yeah, man, absolutely. 3 Days Grace, the name isn't really hitting a register at the moment. I might have heard some of their music, but I would definitely do that stuff. Yeah, for sure. I mean, like I said, multiple channels. The method to the madness is hoping that by having all these different niche channels that I can, kind of do all kinds of stuff across the board and yeah, provide all kinds of content and all kinds of requests and everything. Like, I'm in the entertainment business, this is what I'm doing and this is what I want to do. So let's keep going through here. Let's see what else is on here. So Laura goes, I'm sometimes afraid to ask, so today I'm just going to ask. I guess that's about the Queen and Adam Lambert. Yeah, I'm guessing. Ken says Sunday night is a killer for people. Yeah, in general, it's a kind of a weird night, and I think yeah, it's yeah, as Issy says here on this next one. So Izzy goes, yeah, it's tough, especially now as we're in lockdown and the residents are having some trouble understanding why their families cannot visit right now. It's heartbreaking for them. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, my heart definitely goes out to you, Izzy. And I can only imagine how hard it must be for the patients inside and not knowing. Yeah, they don't really know or understand probably a lot what's going on really being inside there all the time. And it could be confusing for some of them, especially some of the ones who are suffering from Alzheimer's and things like that. That happens and to be the case, unfortunately. So yeah, rough times. I don't even know what to say. Brian and Roger don't need the cash. They love it. If they're doing it for the love, that's the most important thing. That's the most important thing for sure. They should be doing it for the love. And that's why I kind of go, well, that's the thing, guys. Like, my thoughts, I want to share my thoughts on that topic because now that I've been doing Queen for a while, I feel like I should be able to have an opinion on this. I mean, I'm reacting to a lot of their music now and their documentaries and stuff. And I have to say my thoughts are this, guys, that look, realistically, sure. I agree 100%. Queen in its original guise with the original four, hey man, absolutely. That's Queen, right? That is so Queen, But on the flip side of the coin, you also have to look at the fact that there's still two of the original band members who are still wanting to be out there and do what they love and follow their passion. And I think I'm going to do a video on this. I'm going to do a vlog on this, guys. I think I'm literally going to drop my thoughts on QAL and make this into a video. I'm going to do it after the stream. I really am, because I want to share my thoughts, because I realize that this is a touchy subject for some people, but I really think that I'm going to give you guys a spoiler, whoever's in here right now. I think we've got about 3 or 4 people in here. So I'm going to give you guys a spoiler on what I think. And this might come to a surprise to some of you. But my thoughts on this topic, guys, is that at the end of the day, you've got 2 Queen, like real Queen members. They're the originals. There are 2 of them. They freaking love Queen. They've been committed since day one, through the good and the bad. They've had to go through some bad stuff. There's one other Queen member that doesn't want to play anymore. And then you've got Freddie, which unfortunately is passed. But you gotta ask yourself, what would Freddie want? that might be the question to ask. What would Freddie want right now, right? Because I think, this is my thought, I think Freddie would say, I don't want you guys to stop on my behalf because I'm no longer here. I want you guys, don't let that stop Queen. Don't let that defeat what we started so long ago. You know, let our message still ring on. Let's still bring our music and that freaking, you know, all these fans that we've created across the planet. Let's still go out there and give them that, you know. And I know it's not the same that I'm no longer here, but you know, the show must go on, as he said in that song, you know. And I think he'd want that. I think he would want to know that the show was still going on, that Queen did not end just because he was no longer there. I think that. Let me know, guys. Please really think about this. I want you guys to tell me in the comments below. Tell me, let me know. Do you think for a second, for even 1 second, that Freddie would be upset right now that he had, you know, the band was still going on, they were carrying on, they were like, I don't think so. If he was looking from heaven, I think he'd be like, man, I'm happy that my, you know, having to pass on to heaven didn't stop them from keeping on our message and our beautiful music and sharing that with the world. Like, I think that's what I think. I think he'd be like, and Adam Lambert, I think he'd be like, man, Adam's kind of a flamboyant kind of dude himself. I mean, I see the kind of similarities even a little bit with Freddie, you know, like he's got a very big, powerful voice, and he's a very big kind of, you know, person. You know, he's got that kind of flamboyantness. And I think this is the problem, though, is that obviously we're used to hearing Queen the way we're used to hearing Queen. You know what I mean? Like, it's what we know. So it's how we feel now. Like, and that's true. I had the same situation when I had my group. I was signed. This is when I was signed to Sony. I had a group. It was the three of us. And after one of the group members wanted to leave the group, we tried to replace that person. It was never the same, right? And it's never going to be the same. It's never going to be the same. It's never going to be the same. Like, you can't recreate that same thing. It's just impossible. How are you going to do it? You know? But that being said, you know, we still wanted to go on and keep doing what we loved. We were living our dream. Music was our first love, and we were signed and we were living this. So we wanted to do anything we could to keep doing that. But the problem is some people can't let go. They've just got it set in a way, and that's because that's what our human brain tells us. You know, that first impression that we have of anything, it doesn't matter. Even if the other person in a music sense is a better singer. I've had discussions about this in the past about other things, like, you know, for example, karaoke is a good example. Now, how many times have you heard a song, like even Britney Spears, who arguably isn't the best singer in the world, right? Especially in the past. Maybe now she's improved a lot, but there's a period of time where you would listen to a Britney song and you just would be like, yeah, okay. And you would go, she's not the best singer in the world. But here's the thing. If you go to a karaoke shop in particular, and you heard other people singing a Britney song, or even like an award ceremony, you know, sometimes they do the award shows or something, and someone else is dedicating, singing someone else's song. It's happened like Michael Jackson, and you heard like Usher singing a Michael Jackson song and stuff like that at some of the awards things in the past and things like that. And you go, you're listening to it, and even though their voice is great and they're incredible and stuff, and in some instance, especially when it's like someone like Britney, the singer singing the song is probably 8 million times the better singer and more talented. But it doesn't matter, because our ears and our brain and our eyes and the whole basic setup, the first time we experienced that, we experienced it with said original person. So that is why we, even though anything else could be better, but it just doesn't sound quite right, because we're used to hearing it a certain way. And that's what it is. We're used to seeing it a certain way. We're used to hearing it a certain way. And that's how it is with Queen. And I totally agree. Like, it's, if you hear someone else singing a song that Freddie would normally be singing, you go, yeah, okay, yeah, he sings well, but it's not Freddie. It's not the same thing, you know? And it changes the dynamic of the whole band and everything. But I got to say, I personally think, with that being said, that I just have a feeling that Freddie would be happy that the band was still out there on the road. I mean, how old are they now, right? Surely they must be at least close to or around the 70 mark, I'm guessing. That's my guess. I'm taking a guess here. Somewhere in the 70s or around the 70s or close to 70s. So the fact that they're still performing and out there with that type of longevity, come on, that's powerful. That is powerful. And that's a testament to the foundation that Queen is built on. Now, guys, think about this. Queen built a foundation. The four of them built this foundation. That's why all of us are here right now talking, because everyone here has become Queen fans, right? We've become Queen fans. We love their music. We love everything about them and their story and their history, right? And that's a strong foundation. That's a testament to what they've built. But unfortunately, you know, what's happened has happened with Freddie. But should that mean that, you know, the other members should be forced to then just stay home and never performed again because of that? Even if they performed just the two of them, which I kind of thought, I actually was thinking, I was like, why didn't Roger, which I think it's Roger's the other really freaking amazing singer comparable to Freddie, right, guys? 4 octaves up and all amazing stuff. I think it's Roger, you guys said. So I was thinking, why didn't Queen just continue forward with Roger as the new lead vocalist? You know, I think that would have been pretty cool, right? Maybe one of you guys can answer that in the comments for me, because to me, I think that would have been cool. And I think it would have been better, maybe even having someone like Roger come up front. And then instead, if you needed to have another guitar player, get, you know, someone else to kind of fill in as a guitar player on the backside, because everyone would have already had that relationship with the face they know with Roger, and maybe Roger would have been accepted better than Adam, because he's already original Queen. And he has sung Queen songs. Let me know. This is really, yeah. I definitely have to do a video on this. Guys, let me know what you guys think about that. Would that have been a better choice? Would you guys who are anti Adam Lambert, if it would have just stayed Roger and you know, the other two, John and everyone, like if they all were they became just Queen, Brian and them, would you guys have then been like, that's dope, I'm happy with that? Or would you still been like, no, it's not Queen because Freddie's not singing? Is it 100% just because Freddie's gone, guys, is what I want to know? Or is it because you just, yeah, like, is it because of Freddie being gone, or is it because you just don't want to, or no one else can, you know, obviously no one can fill Freddie's shoes, but like, or is it because it's not original Queen member? So if it's 3 original Queen members and they just did their thing without Adam, would you guys have felt differently? That's what I want to know. So let me know in the comments. I'm gonna get through some more of these comments here. And let's just catch up on a few of these real quick. So I would love you to review Isle of Wight, who wants to live forever. Okay, yeah, Laura, leave that in the leave that one in the comments, or actually no, send it to, if you haven't already, go add me on my IG. You guys need to follow me on my Instagram. I got to use my Instagram more because it's easier for things like this. I literally have so many channels or so many comments now. It's hard to kind of find where all the requests are at. You know what I mean? So maybe there might even be a way that I can make a special request page, and everyone can just jot down their wish list of requests on a page on my website or something. That would be pretty cool. And then I can just tick them off as I go. But otherwise, in the interim, until I figure that one out, just go to my Instagram. Okay, you got 2 Instagram channels you can choose from. You can either go to my @FaithChaseUSA channel or my @OffTapLife channel. Choose whichever. It's fine, and leave a message there, and I'll go through those. I've already got tons of them there already. Okay, so Ken, just saw your Zeppelins Over the Hills. Copyright sucks. Having to chop it up like that. Looks like you enjoyed the song. Ken, I enjoyed that song so much. It was so freaking annoying and frustrating to have to do that. I did not want to chop that freaking song up. That song was amazing. And I had to spend like 7, 8, 9, 10 times at least of going back and forth, editing and chopping it up to make it work. And it was annoying. And finally, I just, I had to trim out, freaking as much as I had to literally allow it to just be uploaded. So my reaction was out there because I didn't want to waste that reaction. That was a really, that just, I was, I felt good about the song. I love the song. I want people to know that song was freaking awesome. So yeah, man. And by the way, I apologize to you guys. If any of you were here that I told earlier that Metallica was going live on my Crossifex channel. Yeah, I apologize. It was my Beats Fried Up channel. I forgot where I even uploaded it to. I thought it was my Crossifex channel. And then I went into my Crossifex channel and then was like, oh, crap. Okay, I can put my Led Zeppelin live now. It's finally decided to let it be unblocked after the next upload I had put in there. So I was okay, cool. We'll just do that. So. And yeah, so I had to, YouTube has this feature where you can trim out parts of the things that are copyright protected as well. So that's the last straw because they'll literally cut out all the song just about. We had one Queen song that happened, if you guys remember, back early on the channel. And to get the video being able to put back up there, I had to trim out like the majority of the song. So. But yeah, man, that sucks, Ken. It's freaking painful and it's annoying. Led Zeppelin has been the hardest. Just got bumped off. I'm back. Good to hear. Nora, okay. Nothing against, okay, here we go. Here's about the QAL. Here we go. Nothing against Adam Lambert. Lambert. Hard for me to see him with them. If newer audiences enjoy, then more power to them. For me, though, Queen will always be and only be Freddie, John, Brian, and Roger. Yeah, look, totally respect that. And like I said, like I'm kind of like that in the sense of I am an originalist, like in terms of I like the original things, like the things I first fall in love with. I totally get it. I understand it. But I also, from a artist point of view, understand the other side of that. Like if I was in, Queen and had built up this huge, fan base, and my joy in life was going out and performing to that fan base every day. And I had another member in my band who felt exactly like I did. I'd be like, come on, let's just try to figure out a way to keep this going and make it happen. Let's not let Freddie, passing stop that. I'm sure he would have wanted us to continue and go on. That's what I think. So, but yeah, I totally get it though. Cause nothing beats the real thing. It's kind of a saying, you hear it all the time, right? It's like, it's hard to beat that original thing. Okay. So let's see what else is on here. No more work. Sorry to hear that, Laura. That is horrible. Lots of, oh, okay. This thing is moved up. This thing just jumped like crazy. All right, here we go. Pronounce furlough. Thank you, Nora. I didn't even know that word. I didn't even see that word before. No pines, no travel agents, and the word is furlough. Thanks, guys. I appreciate that. Yeah, you did not care for Adam. Did not care for Adam even on Idol. You know what, guys? I'm gonna say though, like personally, I actually have heard some of Adam of his singing mainly when he was on Idol, and I gotta say, I personally, I actually I don't mind his voice. I actually think he's pretty talented. I actually think Adam Lambert has a really cool voice, and I think he has a cool look as well. You know, like I think he's, you know, I think it's hard to see anything other than Freddie and Queen, and I get that, but you know, in his own right, as far as artist goes, I mean, he's got a bit of talent. I mean, he really does, you know. So, but that's my opinion. I actually have lots of Queen channels. Okay. Oh, I actually have left lots of Queen channels. Why is that, Laura? Why have you left tons of Queen channels, Laura? Please explain why that happened. Is it because they didn't do Adam Lambert songs as well, or is it because they did do Adam Lambert songs as well? Let me know, Laura. I'd be interested to know why you left many Queen channels. Cody Jr., what are you doing? Doing a live stream, Cody. Hope you're well. Hope all is good in life. Hope you're staying safe. Ken, why Laura not as good? Yeah, please share. Laura says Freddie. Okay, so Laura goes, Freddie did say that, Faith. Brian and Roger kept the brand alive, kept Freddie alive for new generations. Wow, Laura, thank you. I wanted to know that. That's what I think. That is what I think. I could not imagine Freddie saying anything other than that. Oh my gosh, I could so literally hear him going, guys, like, please keep my my message alive, or keep the dream alive, keep, you know, all of this alive that we've built. Don't let it fall apart, you know, keep it going, you know, share it with future generations. All that. I could totally hear him saying that. I could totally hear that being his wishes. That's what I think, man. And I don't know, to me, it'd be like you'd want to honor that, right? I don't know. Nora goes, I think I would prefer if Brian, Roger, and Adam wrote stuff that was theirs. Yeah, I think that too. I think from a purist point of view, I don't understand why that thought never crossed their minds. I'm hoping one of you guys can enlighten me and let me know why they didn't do that. I can't understand, because I think it would have been well received. I think it would have been well received. I really do. Roger has a fantastic voice. So yeah, that confused me. I've been wondering this. Why didn't Roger just do it? It's a good question. Ken goes, he would be proud. Yeah, I think he was a big inspiration to Adam. Yeah, absolutely. I just think that too, Ken. I really believe that. I 8 million % believe that. Like, without a shadow of a doubt. Without a shadow of a doubt, I believe that's how he would feel. Nora seems like they're stuck in a rut. Tucker says, if you want tears on your channel, you need to react to Hold On to Memories by Disturbed. I don't really want tears. They happen. That's not my goal to freaking end up in tears. I actually intentionally, you guys have been asking me to do that Freddie Mercury song. I mean, the Queen song they made dedicated to Freddie, you know, after he died. And I've intentionally not been wanting to do that yet, because I know it's going to be one of those songs that's like a tearjerker probably. And I actually don't want to cry in front of millions of people every other day. Like, it's not my goal in life to be freaking doing these videos and in tears. Like, I don't want to cry. But that being said, whatever happens in a reaction. Like wherever it takes me is where I end up going. And if I end up in tears, then I guess that's where I end up. But I don't want to. That's not the game plan. Like it's not. It's not what I want at all. Like it's not. Oh my gosh, you guys will start going. Oh my gosh, here we go again. Freaking Faith is crying again. Okay. No. But I do want to do some Disturbed because I do. There's one song that they did, that one that Simon and Garfunkel one, Silence or something of Silence or whatever it's called. I love that song, man. I really like that song. So I want to do that. I definitely do a reaction to that for sure. I will say they still draw large crowds. Yeah, look, man, absolutely. If they're drawing the crowds and stuff as well, they should definitely freaking, like do it. There's obviously I look at here's a good example, guys. I'm looking at my YouTube channel, right? I'm seeing how many views we're getting from music that has been out for so many years, right? It's not like it's new stuff that's just dropped. This has been out for decades, and everyone is still super excited to hear Queen. There's such a community. There's such a family. Like, there's obviously people who still want Queen and who would still love to see them live. And you've still got two of the originals there. So personally, I'm like, you've got two of the originals. Like, hello, that's still two of the freaking founders of the group who made this like vibe. Like, so I'm like, all right. I left other channels. So this is the answer that I was wondering. I left other channels that just trash Adam all the time. Yeah. And Laura, I agree. I personally would leave those channels too, because I personally don't think any artist should be trashed in general. Just even for any, their creativeness, their passion. You got to remember, artists are people who have had these dreams since they were kids. I know, because I'm one of them. I've been there, and they've done so much hard work to break it and make it in this industry, and to get to a certain place and to be able to live that passion out, and it's a huge thing. And I just think that merit alone, to be able to, I think that's a huge accomplishment. Imagine if you were Adam and your dream was to freaking make it in the music industry, and you had people who inspired you along the way, like Freddie Mercury, stuff like that. And suddenly you find yourself you're being asked by two of the band members from the original to be part of this band. Imagine, that's huge, right? Like, you would, you got to respect that. Look how far he came to be able to be in that position, the greatest band of all time, to be able to sing with them, live and all that kind of stuff. And I heard that they're going to put out an album together. I heard this. So I'd be down to hear the album personally. I'm gonna give you guys a spoiler, and I know this is not gonna be popular to some of you, but I'm going to, because we're family, and guys, I always will tell you like it is, because that's what I do for your family. Family, I'm gonna be straight. I'm gonna tell you right now. The other reason I have multiple Queen channels in particular, and just channels in general, is because I will be doing some Adam Lambert songs, and I will be doing some Queen songs with Adam Lambert, because to me personally, and I know everyone has their different opinions and stuff, but I feel that it's still part of Queen's story. It is part of their story, their history. It is, everything they're doing now is still part of their story. It's a story full of tragedy, and stuff that unfortunately it's got this huge sadness to it. But then there's also a strength and a power that through it all, they're still going and still trying to make the best out of a bad situation and still do what they love and to share Queen with the world, Queen's music. I can't dislike that. I admire that. I actually love that. Actually love that they're still out there doing what they love. So that's my opinion. Opinions are opinions are opinions. Yes, the movie also has a lot to do with it. I haven't seen that movie yet, but I want to watch it because you guys keep telling me I should. I will at some stage. I felt disloyal at first, but now I'm on board with Cal. Yeah, look, Laura, I'm going to put that on the screen there because there's probably a lot of people who feel like you, and maybe that's why they're so strongly against Adam being part of it, is because they feel like they're betraying Freddie or the group. But it's all about perception. It's all about perspective. And I would rather take the perspective, personally, my perception I would rather have is that Freddie is actually, smiling from above and saying, hey, thanks for continuing to support the band, even though I wasn't able to be there. Things have happened the way they've happened, but I'm glad that you will still support us, even though I'm not there. Change how you look at the situation, I think. And stop comparing. That's the other thing. Don't try to compare Adam to Freddie. It's hard not to do because, they're singing songs that were made with Freddie in the lead, right? Now, I think if they made a new album with Adam singing songs that were created originally from Adam, I think there would be a whole different vibe where you'd go and accept, oh yeah, that sounds okay. Because the song was made for Adam singing lead, and that would be your first time hearing that song with Adam as that first point of reference, like I told you earlier, with singers and songs and what we're used to. So I'd love to see what an album would sound like with Adam in the front. But yeah, I don't think that's disloyal at all, man. I think that's what Freddie would want. He'd want you guys to still support Queen through all of this. That's my opinion. I really think that. All right, so new people learning about Queen. What are we girls talking about? We're talking about Queen and Adam Lambert. Okay, yeah, so age. So I said that earlier, how old they were. So yeah, they're in their 70s. Brian is 72, Roger is 70. Gosh, imagine being 72, 70 and still doing what you love to do. Not everyone can attest to that. Probably some of you guys who are part of the channel might be a bit older in life and unable to continue doing whatever you want to do for whatever reason. And maybe you wanted to keep being able to do it, but you just couldn't for whatever reason, just circumstance, like what happened and you couldn't. But now these two have been able to find a way to still continue doing what they love to do. And 72 and 70, by the way, in these times is not old. They say 70 is the new 50 and all that kind of stuff, man. So I want to see them still rocking it out until they're freaking 90, 100. That's what I'm talking about, So, so they were born, Nora goes, they were born in 1947 and 1949. Tucker goes, I'm a drummer, not my topic. So Laura goes, no, the dynamics would not be right. Can't picture Roger not behind his kid. Okay, yeah, so fair enough. And that's the other thing. I guess it goes back to that used to Roger being on the drums, and him anywhere else other than that would be just a bit weird, and it'd be like, but he belongs behind the drums. Like now you have someone else behind the drums, and I can get that. I mean, he could be like one of those drummers who just sing while they're drumming the whole time. That could happen. But I don't know. I guess they did what they've done, and I don't think there's a right or wrong answer to this. I think it's just open to interpretation and perception. And I think if Freddie, as Laura I think said earlier, Freddie, that was his wish that they kept going. So I think we all should honor Freddie's request. That's what I think. But I don't know. I'm a new Queen fan. I'm a new Queen hardcore fan, and maybe I have a different perspective because you all lived that Queen music and experience for so many decades and years and all that. You guys have been fans for a longer period of time, and maybe it's harder for you to kind of let go of that attachment with Freddie and the band and everything. And I get that. I totally understand that. For me, maybe as a new fan, I just have a different way of, and I don't even think it says as a new fan. I just think it's more about me as a music lover. I love music. I love all music, and I can find the beauty in any music. I look for the music. I can find the beauty. I can search deeper and look past certain things, like the kind of, Freddie being not there kind of stuff. I can, but that's me. Like, I'm just me. I'm an artist as well. So I look at the whole thing as an artist as well, Let's keep going. Izzy goes, Cody goes, Lambert is a good singer, but he's no Freddie. Hey, absolutely. Cody, look, like, yeah, for sure. Like, you can't even just compare anyone with anyone. Like, no one is someone else, Everyone should be able to be celebrated or loved or uplifted in their own right, let them on their own merit, so absolutely, everyone is who they are. And Adam, is Adam, and Freddie's Freddie. So Izzy wrote, I'm not an Adam Lambert fan for Queen. I think he has an incredible voice, but not for Queen, just my opinion. I think, yes, either Roger or Brian as leads, as they both have incredible voices. Yeah, again, I think that's just, it's really opinions. So it's one of those things. This is probably going to be divided forever. I don't think anyone will ever just always agree on this topic. And that's how fans are. Fans get very passionate behind who they love, so, I'm sure if suddenly someone else was on my channel attempting to do what I do and be me, you guys would be like, it's just not as cool as Faith Chase. I would hope so. You want all comments on IG, Nora asks. No, not all comments, just song requests. I don't want all comments there. Gosh, I can't even get through the messages that are there already anywhere. I just want the song requests so I can kind of just scroll and be like, boom, tick that off, tick that off, tick that off. Now I can scroll from one place and find all the requests, which is easier than trying to scroll from freaking different videos that keep increasing daily and finding all the requests, on multiple channels, mind you. So, Laura, he doesn't claim to be Freddie, but it's been 9 years of touring. I'm tired of acting like he doesn't exist. Yeah, fair enough. That's a good statement, Laura. Everyone wants to pretend like he doesn't exist, but he does exist. That's true. Hey, Voyager. Hey, how you doing? Hope you're well. Yeah, I do have too many channels. But by design, method to the madness. Nora goes, we know he doesn't claim to be Freddie, just doesn't do it for me. No need to act like he doesn't exist. It's cool if you're into him. Yep. Each to their own. Each to their own. Could you play the game by Queen at Montreal? We'll eventually be playing all Queen songs. So definitely will happen at some stage, Cody, for sure. Nora, Devin, Faith, I'm dying to know what those egg-looking things are on your coffee table. Looks like an ostrich egg surrounded by goose eggs. Those right there, guys, those are actually these really cool LED lights. They light up. And so the big one in the middle is like the mothership. And the 4 little small baby ones are the small ones. and they just light up and they flash and they change colors. You know, you can touch them and they change colors and they bounce. They're not charged up right now, otherwise I'd turn them on. But yeah, they charge. You have to charge them through your the same plug, like one of these from your phone charges them, and you have to charge them each individually. That's why they're all dead right now. Because I'm like, I can't be bothered. That's happened. You literally have to keep them on charge all the time when you want to use them, and then you got to remember to charge them again after you use them, and then you're constantly moving them off the table and back and forth. And yeah, it used to work better in my restaurant where I had my setup, my studio setup, because I had a million power outlets all near the table, so it was a lot easier to charge them. But yeah, it's just those wires would be all over the place there. It'd be messy. So yeah, it kind of doesn't get they need wireless charging. That's what they need. J9, shout out to J9. Hope you're well. I was just listening to Liar Now I'm Here, was going to go to sleep, and but bam, this is going on. You're killing me. It's 3:45 a.m. Yeah, but you know, J9, it's 3:45 a.m. where you are, but in other parts of the world, like where I am, it's 6 p.m. in the evening, and in other people, it's like 11 and all kinds of crazy times in the morning. So it's kind of hard to keep everyone happy all the time with these, you know. But we're a 24-hour channel, and I'm gonna, like I said, try to always spread out lives and, you know, have them throughout different periods of time so everyone can join in and have fun. Freddie said, do what you want, just don't make me boring. Did Freddie say that? That is so cool. Freddie said, do what you want, just don't make me boring. That is so cool. I like that. I like that. Nora, they're making a new album. Yeah, Voyager said they're making a new album. Yeah, that's what I heard. I heard the same thing, Voyager. I heard the same thing. Queen plus Paul Rogers probably made them nervous. I don't understand. Made who nervous? I don't know. Hey Nora, wish I had caught this earlier. I need to get the schedule down. I don't have a schedule, J9. There's no method to my madness. I'm freaking I just do spontaneous, in the moment things. That is part of living your life off tap. That's for me. I'm just off tap. I'm all over the place. Here, there, everywhere. Oh, let's just do a live. I was literally talking to Nora in the premiere of Metallica Hardwire on the Beats Fried Up channel, where it was just me and her in the chat because I made a mistake and sent everyone to the wrong channel from the last song I did on the Off Tap Live channel. And me and Nora were just talking in there ourselves. And I was like, hey, Nora, yeah, I think I'm going to do a live after this now. It was so random. And I didn't plan to do it. I was like, I've got all these videos I'm trying to catch up to. That's the other thing. I have all these videos. I have tons of stuff on SD cards. Tons that I've filmed, okay? Prior to me suddenly, like, changing my channel and doing only reaction videos that I've never uploaded, and now I've got nowhere to put these videos, and I'm like, I don't want to waste the content that I've filmed. I want to freaking upload this stuff and get through them all, just so I can even get my SD cards back. And also on my hard drives, I've got hard drives full of videos, tons of content. Like, just I have not uploaded. I don't even know where to put it now. I haven't did it. So I need to get some type of freaking, you know, channel where I can have a little flexibility to put some other stuff on it as well, not just only Queen reactions. Let's see what else. Sound of Silence, Tucker, thank you. That's the one. Sound of Silence. Yeah, I want to do Sound of Silence. I like that song. That is cool. James, I'll keep watching the videos, songs that I know will make me cry, but I still have to listen. Yeah, it's like that, isn't it? Yeah, he did. They've hinted studio time. I've heard this. They're going to make some songs. I know it. Nora goes, I don't think, or JR goes, Nora, I don't think anyone could do anything that would make Freddie boring. Adam singing, Laura goes, Adam singing Cher's Believe is unbelievable, and Adam singing Inner Roses on his new solo album with Nile Rodgers. Oh, that sounds interesting. Definitely want to check that out. And I actually going to do that Believe one. I actually have that lined up to react to. That's actually coming very soon. I actually literally have it set aside, like the browser page is open so I don't forget. That's how like, yeah, that's definitely happening. Definitely happening. Definitely happening. Oh yeah. Oh yes, it's true. Let's see here. Freddie would say to Adam, love your eyeshadow, darling. He probably would. He probably would. And I have to say, like, this shouldn't be any kind of comparison or point of difference, or point that should matter, I should say, or whatever. But, you know, Adam is also gay, or I'm sure he's not even bi. I think he's literally 100% gay. He might be bi, but I don't know. I just think that also is probably why he's also got that same kind of flamboyant kind of thing, you know, vibe. Like, I don't know, you know how it is, you know, not being stereotypical, but I think there might be something to that. And I find it interesting that the person they decided to be the front man happened to be also, you know, that way inclined, which is, I don't know, I think it's interesting, you know. I think people say there's differences, but you know, there is obviously similarities too if you look for them. Steven goes, saw your bowling vid. Damn scared of you. Yeah, Steven, I told you, man. I bowl, man. I'm a real bowler. I've been bowling my whole life. I take my bowling serious. And yeah, I can put some mad revs on my ball and get that ball down the lane. I love bowling. It's a huge, huge passion of mine. It's one of the original first, like literally probably original bowlers to start bowling at a high level, thumbless. And yeah, and I was doing that before Belmo started trying to do the freaking two-handed stuff. I was already bowling thumbless, man. Like, you know, so I'm an originator, and I take my bowling serious. And I would love to bowl with some of you guys. Guys, I would love to have a bowling meet and greet and just tour around. I like to meet everyone. Guys, we're gonna have a meeting. We'll meet everybody. We'll meet all you guys. We're gonna meet in the bowling alley. That would be so freaking cool. And maybe it will happen. Well, you know, obviously won't be anytime soon with this crazy thing going on around the world, but at some stage I would absolutely love to be able to have a bowling meet and greet with you guys. It'd be so much fun. It would be the freaking bomb. I would love to do that. Queen recorded 303 to be exact. Oh yeah. Oh, hey, thanks, Izzy. I missed something. Izzy wrote, yes, I am faithful to you. Love that. Love that's my kind of joke right there. I couldn't imagine watching this channel without you at the helm. Thank you. Thank you. Right? I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Cody wrote, I became a Queen fan because my teacher at school. I've only been a Queen fan for 3 years, by the way. I'm only 15. And yes, Freddie is the reason why I wanted to play the piano. That is awesome. I love that. So I'm assuming, Cody, that picture of you is not you. Because that picture, if you're 15, you've aged dramatically, quickly. But I don't think that's you. I don't know. Let me know. Is that you, Cody, in the picture? Because I would be surprised. Because from this picture, that does not look 15 to me. But I don't know. I could be wrong. Each to their own, you know. Age quicker. I get out in the sun too much. I don't know. But Cool, man. That's awesome. I like that there's a 15-year-old Queen fan. I think that's pretty dope. I think that's freaking awesome. And I think that's absolutely amazing, man. And the piano is an incredible instrument. I grew up playing the piano as well. And yeah, man, that is freaking dope that your teacher kind of inspired you to get into Queen. Man, that is so cool. What a cool story, man. Thanks for sharing, Cody. I love that. I love that. That is so cool. That is super cool. And that's what Freddie, that's the other thing. That's what Freddie wanted. You know, he wanted to reach, you know, this new generations and things like that, you know? So that's cool. That is so cool. I think that's cool. And I actually, me personally as well, I would love to be able to go and see, like, and I will probably at some stage go and see Queen live with Adam, just because, hey, I can't see Queen with Freddie now, but that's the next best thing I can see. So I'm still going to get some of the Queen experience. That's how I feel. So I'm definitely going to check it out at some stage. What else? Oh, that's interesting. Roger is on Instagram every day pounding away. I did not know that. Guys, if you didn't know, apparently Roger's on Instagram all the time pounding away. So that is super cool. Share the link. Laura, put the link in the description to his Instagram channel if you know it. I would like to go check it out. Let's see what else. I'm trying to catch up here. Queen recorded an album with Paul Rogers and it didn't do well. That's what I was referring to earlier. Okay, right. And yep, hello, Steven. Living off tap. Hell yeah. What's your tattoo on your arm? Good one. Well, which arm? So, all right. This one here, Forever Loved. So, the Forever Loved, this one is my mom. I'm always going to love my mom. I forever love my mom. It used to have kind of a little known to everyone. It did kind of have a dual meaning originally when I first got it, which is a story I'm embarrassed to talk about because let's just say that relationships suck sometimes, and you know, you all have probably been there. And I was in a relationship. I was in love with this girl who I really loved. Yeah. Like I probably love too much every single person I've ever been with. It's just how I am. I'm all in. Like I don't mess around. It's like either do it properly, go all in, or don't do it. So I'm all in. And I'm gonna put that on the screen there, by the way. What's your tattoo on your arm? And so yeah, like I was super in love with this girl. I was like, we'll go get this tattooed. We both got the same tat on our arm, but I got mine big like this, and she's got hers really small, but she didn't get it like that. She got it small right there. Anyways, it said the same thing, and Forever Loved. And I thought to myself, yeah, you know, what a cool thing, because the people who matter most in my life, I will always love them. They're forever loved. You know, my mom had passed away, so it was very relevant for my mom. You know, I still love my dad. I still love my brother. You know, I love all my family. And at the time, I loved this girl as well. But we don't talk about it, and I never talk about it. And it's probably the first time that I've ever actually shared that part of that meaning. I usually only say it's about my mom. And the reason being because that particular girl, yeah, she cheated on me. So yeah, she cheated on me, and she turned out to be just this big, vicious, evil person full of lies and hatefulness and ugliness. And there's a lot more to the story, which I'm not going to talk about now because it just is not a very happy story. But I will say she was someone that I was going to spend my life with. So there you go. Or at least I thought. But that being said, I have had a few of those. Like this tattoo right here. If you can see that. Let me see if I can make it show better. So this one here, that tattoo actually is an initial. It's a letter. It's a you wouldn't know it from looking at it because they've tried to make this letter look really fancy, but you can't tell, but that actually is a C. It doesn't. It looks like an E. It looks like a 6. It looks like a 9. It looks like everything but a C, really. But it's like a fancy C, you know, where they do the whole like, well, you can't tell from opposite on the camera, but it's supposed to be like a fancy kind of C like that. And yeah, so basically, that particular person, another example of me being in a relationship, and yeah, you know, got a tattoo. We both got the same one. We got matching ones of these. We both got matching ones of these, and thought that was going to be my my forever. And then that person cheated on me too. I've had it happen. Had it been freaking, because I used to go away a lot for, you know, my business stuff, work, touring, whatever I do. You know, like there are times where I'd go away for a week or things like that. You know what I'm saying? I go away. I had to go away. You got to do what you got to do. Got to get out there and, you know, work and do what I do. You know what I'm saying? So I went away once, and this particular person, while I was gone, cheated on me. And yeah, the actual landlords of the property lived down the hill, and they told me that they seen a car pull up to the house early one morning, and they thought I should know because it was late at, oh, actually it said late at night or some, like, it was dark, and they seen a car pull up to the house, and they knew I was gone, and they thought I should know. And I thought, that is so weird. And then did a little research, a little homework, a little snooping, and found out that there was a guy there in our bed that she decided to cheat on with. And then she admitted it, and then she tried to say she was sorry. She was just feeling lonely and all that kind of stuff. And then she wanted me to forgive her. And yeah, I couldn't. But after a while, I did try to kind of come to, I don't like to hold on to negativity. And as I've grown as a person, I have become more patient and understanding and forgiving type of person. But anyways, this no longer stands for that. This now, the C, the worst ever designed C in history, is now, I just say it stands for my mom's first name, which happened to be a C as well. So it's worked out well for me because my mom's first name was Christine. And she was beautiful. So yeah, so now that's what that is. This here, this tat, show you another one. You guys see that? Now, I'm proud of this one. This here, probably, matter of fact, I think it's, oh yeah, I've got two that I've designed. So I designed this one myself, and it literally, this is just my own idea. You know, it's actually about freedom of expression. It's a reminder of who I am, just artistically speaking. And that's really all it was ever. It doesn't really, you know, it's kind of like a flame mixed with a lightning bolt kind of design. And it looks even a little bit tribal-ish. But yeah, it was really for me, it was just freedom of expression. And it shows my artistic side and creative side kind of thing. You know what I mean? Just, And yeah, so it's kind of like an art piece on my arm. This one here, another one. So that right there, you can see that. It's awkward. But that is actually another initial, and that is my initial, which was both of us together, kind of thing. Lame. Now it's lame. This one here, the cross, one of my proud ones. I grew up in the gospel, church, Baptist church, my whole life. Music came from church for me. I grew up playing the piano and the drums in the church. 8 years old, playing the piano and the drums in church, singing in the gospel choir, all that kind of stuff. So big part of me, big part of who I am. That's what that one is. This one here, another one I designed. This is another one of my designs. That actually says effect. And that is another one. That's my entertainment name. My other name, you guys probably, some of you know, Chosen Effect. At one stage, I was going it by T Effect originally. So that's why the T on this is emphasized. But effect, I've always liked that. And it came from the name, actually originally came from the effect that I had on a crowd one day. One of the promoters came up to me and was like, man, the effects you had on the crowd, wow, it was madness. And I went, effect, yeah. And that's how I ended up changing my name. It came from an actual reaction that some people had from a performance. So I was like, hey. Oh, there's another one that I have. This is one a lot of people don't see much on my neck. I don't know how good that shows up. Can you guys see that? So it curves around my neck. And that one says Chosen, which, again, my name. My other entertainment name, or whatever you want to call it, but my other name, which I used to go by. And I've always believed that, because here's the thing, when I was growing up, being born different, as you guys know, if you know my story, I was always told that I was special. And the reason I was different is because I was chosen. So after my mom died, I decided that would be a really good way to pay tribute to my mom, and kind of put that on my neck, kind of for her. So now you know my tattoo stories. Let's move on. I need 3 lanes to bowl because I'd have no idea which lane it would end up on. Speaking of bowling, when I was a kid, I used to think that thunder was God bowling. That's funny. No, it's one of my favorite. Cody went. Man, you guys have been typing away here. I need to get quicker. I'm trying to go through each one and not miss anything. My brother got into Queen. Tucker says, my brother got me into Queen from hearing We Will Rock You to Bohemian Rhapsody. Yeah, those are 2 good songs. That would definitely get you into it. Ken goes, it's a fun game. Was on a league in the 80s, but game was 240. But babies came along that ended. That was fun enough, fair enough. Yeah, Ken, that'll happen. But my family, we used to go bowling all the time. That's how I got into it. My mom and dad loved bowling. So you just missed them touring. Yeah, that's what I heard, Nora. That sucks. Next time. Brian is also active with the Red Special. Don't know what that is. Instagram, Roger Taylor Official. Brian May for real. Awesome. Awesome. I'm going to take a screenshot of that. So guys, here you go. If you want to go check out Queen on Instagram, if you haven't already, you can do that here. I'm doing a screenshot of that myself. I'm definitely gonna go check them out. Cool. Um, I'm with you on being all in with everything that matters. Do it full tilt. Hell yeah, Nora. That's the only way to do it. Do it. Go freaking do it all the way, or don't do it at all. Yeah, that's true, Nora. That C could definitely be changed. Something else. Cheaters suck. Definitely, Steven. No doubt about that. Tucker goes, Cody, when you get a tattoo, I've never got one, but basically your arm just goes numbness, or yeah, depending who you are, certain parts of your body hurts more than others. For me, you just, you get used to it. Kind of sometimes even maybe look forward to a little bit. You get kind of excited about your tats and stuff, and the pain just kind of is part of the ritual to make it official. If it didn't hurt, it wouldn't be as meaningful, I think. Hey, you have a tattoo of someone you love who will never cheat, not go away. It's on the inside of your left arm. Amen. J9 got deep on me. That's right. That's right. God will never cheat on you. God will never cheat on you. Amen. I like that. I like that. That's sad to find out someone's true colors are, and it hurts so much. My first wife did it to me. I was a kid and took the wrong road, and showed her how it done to get even. Looking back, it was wrong. Yeah, man. Sorry to hear that. Sometimes people do that, an eye for an eye thing. They're like, "Oh, I'll show you," and then they go and like if they cheated on you, you go and cheat on them, and it's a vicious circle. Like personally, I just move on. Me personally, yeah. There's how many people on this planet? I'm sure there's someone out there that will love you properly and not break your heart, and you don't want to feel that way every day. All right, Steve, take care. Good night. I just seen that you've said good night or something. Oh, Nora said that. Okay, Nora, good night to you. Sweet dreams. And love you as well. Yeah, J9. Yeah, that chat one. That's the one right there. But yeah, guys, look, anyways, I haven't even made my announcements. We've been talking for all this time and I have not made the announcements yet. So I'm going to make them now for anyone who's still here. I should have made them earlier. When we had, at one stage, I was looking, we had about 11, 12 people on at one stage. Now it looks like there's about 7, but that number I found is not always accurate. There's been times where it said there was like 2 people, but there was actually more people. I don't know. Sometimes, who knows? So let me make these announcements though. And super excited to do so. Whew, hair. It's hard managing your dreads sometimes too. These didn't start out as dreads, but I decided to turn them into. Yay, you caught up. I know, man. I was trying to catch up, Ken. I was like, I got to get through these. Me too, Noor. What announcements? Okay, so these are announcements. All right, guys. So announcements are as follows. So I'm really excited to announce that if you look at my channel listings, I found a need to have a new news channel. Guys, I've made a news channel. I'm going to be reporting news. Because here's the thing. It's called Doing News. DOIN space news. And it's like, hey, I'm doing news here. and the reason I thought I would do a news channel where it's just reporting on news, especially if all that's going on in the world right now, is because, yeah, guys, guess what? Like, there's crazy stuff going on, and there's a lot of stuff going on. There's a lot of misinformation going on, and then there's just a lot of just news that is just boring. Like they have no energy to them. Like there's no life to. I wanted to hear some news of what was going on, and I was like, And as like, I know bad news isn't really necessarily something you can really make sound to like, whee, you can't be like, in the news today, 80,000 people just vanished from a UFO. They're gone. You can't really do that. I mean, you can, but I think the most important thing, yeah, exactly, Ken. This is the thing. I am going to be fair and unbiased news. What Fox says they're going to do or supposed to do, I'm really going to do that. So, no, J9, I did not say I'm going to make a nude channel. Man, you need some sleep. You're right. J9 goes, it's going to make a nude channel. No, even though there'd be a lot of money in that. No. I do have some interesting stories. You would probably never hear these interesting stories that I could share that would blow your mind. But yeah, let's just say no for now. Maybe one day, I don't know. I could tell you some stories though. I do have some pretty good stories, but no. But yeah, I'm going to be basically the main premise of the channel is just to keep it real on the news front. I'm going to have real talk, no BS, no freaking, like I want to be fair and unbiased and all that kind of cool stuff. And also just be me, which you guys know who I am and how I am. So I want to have a voice where I want to be able to do news in a manner where it's like kind of entertaining a little bit of personality. I don't want to be like this unless I do it as a joke, which I will probably do sometimes just to make fun of the news. In the news today, 5 apples, 5 fell off a tree. More on that in 5 minutes, just for fun. But I'll probably be more like, just more laid back and chilled and fun about it, I just want to be chilled and real and just, so it'd be kind of like news, podcast news, cool news show thing. I don't know. I have no idea. It's just gonna be fun. I don't know. So that's my idea. With that, there's the news channel. And for you guys who, I know some of you guys might, particularly now, might be thinking maybe you want to start a YouTube channel, or maybe you've already started a YouTube channel, or, maybe your kids or someone else wants to start one. So I've got a channel called Creator Dimic that I've also started, where I'm going to put all my YouTube tips and being a creator tips and how to do it and everything I've learned. I'm going to share it. Thought that'd be cool as well. So that's going to happen. And what else? I think there's also, I've forgotten literally, because there's just like, you guys know me. There's like a million things going on. Let me just let me just look on here real quick. So you have to stay on that channel. I think that might have went black for a second. Okay, so also in the news, now this is really cool as well. I mentioned before about the one-on-one counseling sessions, the one-on-one sessions that I'm doing with people. The links are all up and live on my offtap.life channel. And I've made it super freaking, dropped normal rates, hourly rates. I made it super affordable, super cool for anyone who wants to have a one-on-one session. Because right now, a lot of people have said they'd like to have one. And a lot of people are going through stuff. And a lot of people can't leave their home to go and have one with the normal people maybe they would go and have one with. So now I've created it so that you can have it from the comfort of your home. We do it on video. We can see each other. It's like being there, except without leaving your home, which is what they're saying not to do now, which is cool. And the links are on the offtap.life channel. And Patreon members who are part of the Patreon, they also have special rewards of being a Patreon. So if you're not one, you might want to become one, because you also get those type of things like the sessions and all this other stuff with at discounted prices. You get a percentage off. So something else, you know. Yeah, Ken, there's according to the thing here, there's probably about like 8 people in here. Hey, Tana, how you doing, by the way? Cody's here. I'll answer that question in a second, J9. I'll answer that next. That's a good question. I'm sure that's one that people would like to know as well. I'm just going to name this other two. Oh yeah, the other channel I made, which is really cool, is Wrestle Furry. Okay, and Fury. Sorry, Wrestle Fury. I don't know why I said furry. Wrestle Fury. And that channel is, I needed someone for wrestling. I just wanted to have a dedicated wrestling channel. I love wrestling. I thought it'd be cool to have a dedicated wrestling channel where I'm only talking about wrestling stuff. And I thought that'd be fun. So I add that to the mix. Okay, J9, I'll answer that question right away for you. Since it's relevant to that previous one. So Faith, exactly what are you doing in these camera sessions? So the camera sessions, basically they're one-on-one consultations. So in case you guys don't know, outside of my music, being a singer and artist, all that, outside of the entertainment stuff I do, I'm also a certified hypnotherapist, personal development coach, and holistic practitioner. So basically the one-on-one sessions are whatever you want them to be. We can talk about something that's going on in your life. You might have a block that you want removed, or something that's a trigger, or maybe you want to stop smoking, maybe you want to lose weight, maybe you're just stressed, or maybe you just want to have someone to chat to because you're lonely. It's all that and more. So whatever you want that time together to be, there's 4 blocks. You can do 15 minutes, 30 minutes, 45 minutes, or 60 minutes. You have 4 choices of how long the session goes for, and it can be whatever you want it to be, whatever is going in your mind. Maybe you just need someone to bounce something off of. Maybe you need an unbiased opinion. Maybe you need someone to just be an ear, you know, or it could be something more bigger than that. You know, maybe you've always had some other issue or something else going in your life. You know, maybe you just need some personal development tips. Maybe just, you know, whatever it is, the door is open. So to each to their own, but my door is open, and I've made it so that it's accessible for everybody to do this. Which also you need to go and check out my Ultimate You channel as well, which is, I've had this channel for ages and I just haven't been putting content on it, but I am going to be putting a lot of content on this. This channel is going to go hand in hand with the one-on-one sessions and stuff that we have, because some of the things that maybe we talk about in a one-on-one session, like say, for example, if someone has a fear of elephants, for example, bad example probably, but a fear of anything, we may talk about that in a session. And it may be a topic that if I see a lot of people also have an interest in, or something that I may also cover on that channel. But also on the Ultimate You channel, it is my personal development type of channel. And I am going to put up videos just uplifting people and talking about different things, in a positive channel where, you know, I'm sharing a lot of this stuff that I've learned as a professional personal development type person, holistic practitioner, certified hypnotherapist. And I think we all need that right now, because a lot of people are getting depressed. A lot of people are getting upset, scared, angry, sad. So many different emotions running rampant through everyone's heads right now. There's so much uncertainty. So yeah, I want to help people as much as possible. Of course, I love the entertainment side, putting a smile on people's face, make people laugh, make people feel good about life and all those beautiful things. And if I can also infuse some things that can be more a bit educational, like and a bit more intimate, tailored to every person's, you know, what they need. I think that's cool to do as well. So I'm going to be doing this, all these things that I'm doing, continue with what I'm doing with all my channels, Off Tap Life, everything still going on. Nothing changes. I'm adding this stuff into addition to that. And it's me making a full-time conscious effort to be here for anyone who needs me 24/7, more or less. Obviously, there's sometimes I have to sleep, but you guys know what I mean. 7 days a week. So here I am. So yeah. So let me just go back here and answer. Okay. Yeah, so that's what's happening with those sessions, J9. And let's see here. I want to move to Australia. How did you end up down there? I came here originally for love. That's why I came here. I should do another video on that. I think I've done one on it somewhere. I might have mentioned it, but I think I need to do an updated video. Maybe I only did on my Faith Chase channel. I can't remember now. But yeah, I came here originally for love, the things you do for the L word. It's actually a kind of romantic story and really cool until it's not. Until the bad parts of the story happen. It started out really romantic and really just, that's a great story. Wow. It's inspired me until it became not inspiring and actually really sad. But yeah, I came here for love, the pursuit of love. That's what I came here for. The things you do for the L word, guys. Story for another day. I'm going to do a video on that. I will do a video on that. I'll actually make a screenshot so I'll remember to do a video on that, because that is actually a good topic that everyone keeps asking me. So maybe I didn't do a clear video on it or something. I don't know. I can't remember now. I took a screenshot so I remember. Okay. Tanya. Why am I saying Tanya, right? I'm hoping I'm not saying your name wrong. She goes, hey, Faith, I left you a comment further up about the Red special. I think you would like the info and think it's pretty cool. Oh, I must have missed it. I didn't see it, and I'm scrolling up all the way back to the top here, and I don't see it. So you may have to post it again, comment again, or maybe you could send it to my IG if you wanted to, and then I'll definitely get it. Just a message to @FaithChaseUSA, and that way, because once this chat window closes, it's gone as well. It doesn't save the chats. Well, maybe it does on YouTube. I'm not using the YouTube app now, so yeah, maybe I will be able to do that there. Let's see what else. Okay, here we go. J9 goes, can we get rid of my chronic migraine? Hypno migraine session. Yeah, look, there is definitely something that we can work with in regards to migraines. There's different ways to go about doing the sessions that I do if we're coming to try to fix a certain to work on a certain intent. So basically, when we do a session, so let's say you have an intent, like a specific intent that you want us to work on, like migraines, for example. So I believe personally that with probably most things that happen, there's a cause and effect. And usually that cause, from hypnotherapy point of view, I believe that hypnotherapy, to me, why I don't only just delve in straight up 100% hypnotherapy these days is because I've infused it with the holistic side of things. So the holistic practitioner side of things and the hypnotherapy things, I've joined that together and created my own kind of way or approach to tackle these things, because hypnotherapy, to me, in my opinion, from my experience, is more like a Band-Aid. Okay, it's kind of more like a quick fix to me. That's how I see hypnotherapy. It's kind of like a quick fix. It's like a, you know what I mean? That's how I see hypnotherapy. However, on the flip side, when we delve in deeper of things from a holistic approach and really delve into someone's energy and you tap into and see what's really going on, if you can get to the root cause of why, I like to know the why. Okay, I don't. It's not good enough to just you come and say, oh, yeah, I I smoke, and I go, okay, cool. I'll just do a quick, let's go under. We'll work on that and get rid of that issue for you. Like that's not good enough. That's like a quick fix type of thing, a little bit of hocus pocus crap, But if I get to the root cause, say, no, I want to know why you smoke so much. I want to know why. Let's figure out. Let's delve in and find out why you smoke so much. Let's figure it out. Let's find it out, and then eradicate that so then it never comes back. Now we're cooking. Now I fixed it. You know what I'm saying? Now it's a whole different story. That's how we do it. So yes, to answer your question. Yeah, never enough hours in a day. Never enough hours in a day. And I would like to add to that, this is very important for every single person who's considering getting any hypnotherapy, any holistic practitioner stuff, any personal development of any sort, any help from a psychologist, any help from anybody, period, who is saying they're going to work with you in your mind and help you to fix something or remove something or assist you, this, that, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to say something right now. And this is the most important thing you need to remember in life, in general, with anything, hands down, period. This is my quote of the freaking year. And I will say this repeatedly a million times because I already have a million times before. Nothing, and I mean nothing anyone will do or say or attempt to make happen or assist you with will ever work if you do not believe that the outcome, the desired result, if you do not believe it's possible, it will not happen. It will not happen. It will not happen. You've got to believe it, because ultimately it's your mind, it's your body. The only person who can truly create change, lasting change, permanent change in your life is you. I'm pointing to you right now because this is facts. No one can control you. No one can make you do anything that you do not want to do. And if you're not ready for said change to occur in your life, it will not happen. And if you're not open to change to happen in your life, it will not happen. I'm getting into you guys know how I get. This is me now getting into my zone. I start to, Lord, don't think you me start preaching now. These are the topics, the conversations I love to have, because this stuff I love to do. I love to inspire. I love to motivate. I love to help others with their journey. And I like to be, that window that you can peer into to see my journey and allow that to help assist you along the way as well. Like this stuff I love. I'm really passionate about. So I'll start preaching, man. I have my freaking sermon channel. Man, I should have a channel where I'm just freaking doing sermons. I'm throwing them out there. No, but yeah, that's the Ultimate You channel. Will probably be like that. A lot of motivational stuff. I'll tell you right now, freaking go to freaking my Ultimate You channel. The link is in the description. I don't know what the link is right now, but look in my latest video on Off Tap Life. You'll find Ultimate You. You guys, I've just put it in the thing there. Go here, Ultimate You. Subscribe to that channel because I'm going to be putting a lot of stuff. Steven's like, I know how you get. Cody's like, amen, hallelujah. And Jay Nun's like, can I get amen? Yeah, I freaking, guys, oh Lord, I get excited about this stuff, man. I get really heated up about this stuff, and it's just I think we all have a purpose on life. We have a reason why we're here and why we do what we do. Once you find that purpose and you know that you're serving your purpose, it makes everything else feel that much more special, and it makes your life feel that much more complete. You know what I mean? Because you're living out your purpose, and that's a beautiful thing. A lot of people don't know what their purpose is, and they're not living their true purpose and stuff like that. So I get really excited because I believe I've always believed I've been put here to be a teacher of sorts, to be a leader, someone who's out there in a positive capacity, and assisting others along the way. And I'm an entertainer as well. It kind of just goes hand in hand. I was meant to entertain and put a smile on people's face and all that stuff. I feel that's my purpose, is just to impact people's lives in a positive way. And whether that's through laughter, through music, through inspiring, through motivating, through, all the million things that I do. I feel it's all goes hand in hand. And that's my purpose, is to really literally be kind of like that angel that you never knew that you wanted, but you're glad you have. Humbly speaking. But that's a story for another day, because I actually do believe that I was an angel previously. And some of you might think that's crazy, but yeah, I actually been told this too by some psychic people that I was. So that's enough said. I believe that. And, look how I was born. You guys know about angels. You do your homework. Just saying, I'm an angel. Tana, thank you. Tana's like, it's pronounced Tan-a. Thank you. Thank you for that. And I know that, because there's a famous Tana. You know the one. Tana Magula, whatever her name is. I can't even say that name now. Forget it. Struggling to say anything right at the moment. Let's see else. Okay, so yeah. Okay, the red guitar. I heard about the red guitar, Tana. Yeah, I've heard about the red guitar that he made with his dad and stuff like that. Yeah, I know that story. That is really interesting. I've actually heard about that. That's super cool stuff. Sorry if my questions was too personal. Never too personal. I'm an open book. It's family. I'm sharing. I'm an open book. Okay. You can even ask me where the bodies are hidden. Just joking. Hey, don't start no rumors. I've not hidden any bodies. It's crazy. Oh, and I think I'm a comedian, obviously, which you can tell by my very bad jokes. I apologize in advance for my lack of humor that you may experience throughout the rest of our relationship together. What's the story of the red couch? That's a good one. And where did you buy it from? Cody, this is a good story. The story of the red couch right here is a special story. And it's actually, I was actually going to do a podcast called The Red Couch. I was going to do the show called The Red Couch. I had it figured out. It was going to be really cool. And then I checked Google and I checked other, did some searching and looking around, and I discovered there was other people already with a red couch show. And I thought, how freaking, like, that sucked that my original idea wasn't really that original after all, because other people had already did something like that. So I changed my mind. Now it's just a red couch sitting back there. And that couch, guys, let me share something with you about this couch. This couch, this beautiful red couch that has no tears, no rips, no anything, is perfect. I mean, perfectly perfect in every single way, guys. There's nothing at all wrong with this couch. I got this couch for free. Yep, it was free. It's a free couch. Someone wanted to get rid of the couch. They were giving it away for free. And all I had to pay for was a removalist truck dude to bring it here, which I got from the gig community, which meant it was really cheap to get him to do it. I think I only paid so in US money, it would have been about maybe $25, $30 to have it delivered here. and Australian. It was about $50 or something to have it delivered. So I didn't have to pay for the couch. And it's a beautiful, perfect couch. And it's interesting that I did that because I've never been one to really like to get anything that wasn't new or that wasn't from an actual store, because you're like, I don't know where that's been or whatever. But I had a conversation with the person who owned the couch first, and they said, look, we got this new couch. They've changed around their room. Like, I guess they changed the decor, and they were, red was out for them, and they had a new color coming in or whatever. And I was like, well, hey, sign me up, because I needed something for the studio. This is my studio, by the way, guys, in case you guys are ever wondering. This is my production studio. So this is literally my studio. so that's the right here. I don't know if you guys can see it. Let's see if we can, if I turn it a little bit. So that right there is a sliding glass door. This is a commercial premises, like a whole big, huge, like a huge building, like a complex, like a big, like complex with tons of different commercial businesses throughout. And so my shop, that's a sliding door, which, normally people would have other things in their shop, like maybe, there'd be some restaurants or cafes or all these other different things along the way here. There's all kinds of stuff. And I think there's a computer shop up the way a bit and things like that. And so I blacked that out with this actually cardboard stuff to help keep sound from bouncing off of the glass. But if that was off, you'd literally be able to see the street and the sidewalk and stuff. And then there's another room on the back side. So over here, there's another room that's like my mastering kind of mixed down room. And then there's another door over there, another entrance or exit, which is my entrance now, because I blocked this door off in the front. So you can't enter this way. You can only enter from the rear big, huge parking lot that's back there. So yeah, so that's the studio. I should do a studio tour sometime. I started doing one at one stage and just fail. But that's the story of the couch. I basically did something, and after a while, because hey, if you get an opportunity, like when I first got in the studio, and it's like, this is an interesting story. I'll share, like, no secrets, straight up tell you guys. So, like I said, we're family. I tell you like it is. I had my restaurant. I've had 6 restaurants, but my previous restaurant had closed. I just closed my restaurant down. Business was, I was in the wrong location, so business was not good, even though my food is phenomenal. Best food you could ever happen. I plan to franchise my brand. I have a cult following with my brand. Some people probably on the Off Tap Life channel are actually probably people who are also fans of my restaurant, and that's where they probably met me originally, and they love my food. So there's people who can contest to how good my food is somewhere. And so basically, restaurant, things weren't going well. I had my studio kind of set up in the back of the restaurant for a bit. I'd taken a break from my music for a while and all that kind of stuff and entertainment stuff because of the restaurant. It was so time consuming. Like, there's this misconception people think when you've got a restaurant that like it's just easy peasy. You open at, whatever time you decide to open, 5 in the evening, or you open at lunch or whatever, and then you just do that and close. And not for my food, not restaurant. There's a lot of prep involved. You're literally prepping for hours before you even open. I make, like, my restaurant menu was like sloppy joes and New York style pizzas and Chicago deep dish and cheesy fries and deep fried hot dogs and deep fried Twinkies and deep fried Oreos and deep fried everything that I could deep fried pizza. My menu had these big 18-inch trays of nachos. Actually, I'll show you guys something. Wait, I'll be back. Watch this. Sorry. Okay, I'll have to show you another time. I'll do a vlog, and I'll pull out all my trays because I had custom pizza trays made that are 24 inches. They're huge, 24 inches. Everything is, it's all, there's boxes and things from the restaurant over on that side I'm storing there. But huge 24-inch trays, like bigger than the tires on your Jeep or your freaking RAV4 or whatever truck you're driving, your freaking, your Rover, whatever you're driving, like 24 inches, guys, huge. I had the biggest New York style pizza in the Southern Hemisphere. And I like 3-foot hot dogs and, 3-foot Joe's, like crazy stuff. All my hamburger buns, hot dog buns, all that. At one stage, I was also making them completely homemade and baking my French fries, cutting up potatoes and blanching them and doing the whole nine, creating my own homemade French fries as well. And of course, my sloppy joes, my pizza crust, my whole nine, everything completely homemade, fresh, daily, fresh, homemade, delicious food, all my own original recipe stuff. So I want to franchise my brand. I want to open up around freaking everywhere because my food is on point. And I have a cult following of people. If you want to see some of the pictures of some of my food, you can go over to my Sloppies page. The link is actually in the description for that page as well. Of all my videos. If you look on my social media and follow me, and you'll see a link that says facebook.com/Sloppies Restaurant. And go check out there. If you go and look at the photos there, you can see pictures of my food and my old menus. I've had everything. We used to was like one-stop shop restaurant menu where you could find anything and everything that you could imagine. I had grits. I had chicken, with like waffle pancakes, all that kind of stuff. At one stage, I had homemade biscuits made homemade from scratch. Homemade sausage. I make homemade sausage, guys. Homemade sausage. Oh, bellissimo. Mamma mia. I'm getting so hungry. I've only had a can of tuna all day. And all day, meaning now it's 7 p.m. here. And all day I've had nothing but a can of tuna. A little small can, not even the big one. So yeah, and one Starburst. One Starburst, like one, not two, not five, one Starburst and a can of tuna. Yeah, I'm hungry. So yeah, so that's the one. That's that story. Chat room's acting up. Yeah, it drops in and out. Some people get dropped for some reason. Let's see here. Exactly, J9 chosen one. That's right. And I used to always believe that. I guess, I believe I'm chosen. I mean, we're all chosen for some sort of purpose in life. We're all special. Everyone's special. You're all chosen. We're all chosen. I'll bring the shovel. Don't know what you're bringing the shovel for. Did I miss something? Oh, here, thanks, Ken. I appreciate that. Ken wrote, to give someone guidance is a gift you should put to good use. Amen, man. And I think a lot of people have gifts and stuff that they neglect, they don't use. And it's kind of like the story of Job in the Bible, I think, when he went and buried all of his talents and his skills, and then he didn't use them, and then they were gone or something like that. I can't remember exactly what happened, but yeah, you got to use your gifts and your talents, and that's what you've been given them for. Don't be selfish, share them, and love your jokes and humor. Thanks, J9. I love just being me, and that's part of who I am. I've always been that comedian, wannabe comedian, I should say. I don't know, class clown person. That's me. I've always been that person. Yeah, Steven, free couch, bro. Free couch. I implore all of you to try it sometime, to find something for free. It's amazing. And it's amazing. It's a different feeling than when you buy it. I don't know. I can't explain it, but it's kind of special, It this sofa has stories. If the cushions could talk, what would they say? I don't know. It's like it could say, "Well, we got farted on a bit too much." Sorry, but no, like seriously, they do have a story. They do have a. I think it's cool to be able to, especially when we're so wasteful as a world. I've been on this whole. I've been doing my best to be more of a minimalist and live that kind of lifestyle, where I don't hoard onto a lot of stuff like I used to. I used to have so much stuff. I used to have storage sheds full of stuff, tons of stuff, and maybe it was a blessing that some of that stuff got stolen just because I was holding on to so many things. And I believe that this is another important thing. And I will talk about this on. I've actually recorded this video somewhere. It's really annoying. I recorded this really cool video. It's out by the beach. It's before all this freaking social isolation, quarantine stuff started. So I was out and about, and I recorded and was talking about attachments and how important it is to let go of attachments in your life and all that. So I'm going to try to find that footage, and I would love to edit that and upload it to the Ultimate You channel. I'm gonna start uploading tons of stuff to the Ultimate You channel. Make sure you are subscribed to that channel. Just make sure you're subscribed to it. But yeah, that's cool, and it's awesome, right? Well, that's what I was saying. I forgot. I digress. So anyways, with the restaurant and me closing the restaurant and me had literally the restaurant took me down bad kind of way because things just like I said, bad location, everything didn't work out, and I ended up losing everything again. Kind of basically had to start over from scratch again. Kind of story of my life type of situation. Because the restaurant, I built up this restaurant. I had all this, like I had everything, fully equipped restaurant, super cool. Ended up selling all the stuff, and because I couldn't store it like I had big things, like I had tons of refrigerators and freezers and big dough mixers and everything. And anyways, it is what it is. What happens happens. So that's gone. Long story short. So at that time, free sounded good to me. Long story short, and free still sounds good to me. So, free couch, not a bad thing. If that could, you might be red faced. Gives hugs for free. Amen, man. Free hugs. That's a good thing. Hope you do supplements. What is your restaurant name? Sloppy's was my restaurant name. SLOPPIES. And the link's in the description. And I'm going to start also the Sloppy's podcast, which is happening as well. That's another announcement. The link is in the description, so go find that. The Sloppy's podcast. I'm like, well, I'm going to keep Sloppy's alive until the restaurant reopens the doors. So I'll do the Sloppy's podcast, which we'll talk about all kinds of things. Of course, we'll obviously talk about food and stuff as well, because Sloppy's podcast. But it's going to be about all kinds of stuff. Not necessarily only food, all kinds of cool stuff, but gonna do that. Don't be someone who you are not, just be yourself. Exactly. Always important. This is the number one thing I would say to anyone. And shout out to you, Cody. Just be you, and for better or for worse. And sometimes you're gonna have people who hate on you and they don't like you, and some people who will love you. And at the end of the day, you just got to be true to you, stay grounded in your truth, for better or for worse. I've learned that lesson along the way, because when I was getting picked on and bullied all the time when I was a kid, I always felt like I had to try to be what everyone wanted to be, so be one of the cool kids, so that wouldn't happen, And with age comes wisdom, and as you continue to grow up in life and you start experiencing life, at some stage you would like to think that hopefully you start to become comfortable in your own skin, which you may take a while to get to that point. Growing up, you're still 15, Cody, so I don't know if you're there yet. You might still be working on that. Maybe maybe you already are, which if you are, freaking awesome, congratulations. That's super cool. But everyone just basically be like no f's given kind of attitude, that mentality where it's like I'm happy to be me, I'm proud of me, and if you don't like me, whatever, I don't care. And I think that's how people really should be more so. Stop worrying about what everyone else thinks, because you'll find your tribe. Your tribe exists out there. You'll definitely find like-minded people who resonate with you, who feel that your vibe and your energy is what they want to definitely connect with. And just do that. Just be true to you and just go with that in life. And your tribe will come to you. Those people who resonate with you and your energy, it'll happen organically. That's the way to do it. So, all right, Ken, talk to you later. Take care. Amen, J9. So, guys, I'll probably end this here anyways. I know the camera only has probably about 10 minutes of battery left. I know it will shut out probably soon anyways. But we've been on here for 2 hours and 5 seconds, 2 hours and 5 minutes. So this is probably a good place to end this. I think I've made most of my announcements. I think there was another. So there feels like there was something else I was going to announce, and yeah, no, I don't know. I'm not sure what that was at this point in time. But um, yeah, guys, just live each moment to the fullest, and be happy, and take care of yourselves and stay safe and all those beautiful things. And I will catch you in the next one. And yeah, I love you all. And thank you for being part of this. It was a lot of fun. It was super cool. I was going to invite people on the stream, which I normally do, and I forgot to do that because I got busy kind of having a chat with you guys myself, which is good. I think sometimes maybe it's good that I just kind of do the stream by myself. I guess it's kind of, since it's my channel, I should do that sometimes. But anyways, chat to you guys soon, and take care. Love you.